an insurance agent, you are collecting a lot of personal, private information from a person, their name, their date of birth, their social security, their driving record, their credit record. And then when you get into life and health, you're even getting their medical history, information about their doctors, their medicine, their diagnoses, things like that. So as an insurance agent, you are going to have to follow rules about protecting people's information and not sharing that information. And then also disclosing when you do share that information. So that's kind of what this is all about, is just kind of outlaying some rules and laws about how, as an insurance agent, you are or are not allowed to share information, how you have to inform the customer if you are going to be sharing that information. And like, we're pretty familiar. Every once in a while, you'll get like a letter in the mail from like a doctor or a credit card company or whatever, or even Verizon, I think, has sent a letter about how they do and do not disclose your information and updating our privacy rules and whatever. So insurance companies have to follow the same things. We have to explain to people what we do with their information, how we keep their information safe, etc. So that's what pretty much the Privacy Protection Act is. One of the biggest things is you have to disclose to the customer when you're going to share their information. You need to get their authorization to be able to share their information. So one of the things, there's also a list of things of like, when are you allowed to share information without telling the customer or without getting their permission? And one of the ones that I have seen the most is they'll ask, like, can you give information to a news journalist who is researching insurance policies? No, you cannot. Can you give information to the FBI who came to you and said, we need everything you have on this guy because he's a serial killer that we're searching? Yes, you can. So when it is a, legal authority like the police or the FBI or something like that, then you are allowed to just share the information without informing the customer or disclosing it to them. But when it's something like a news journalist or things like that, then no, you would not be allowed to share that information. And so again, disclosures, we've got to protect the people's information. We can't just share it. We can't just be willy-nilly about it. We've got to protect it. We've got to keep it safe. We've got to disclose to them when we are sharing it. We are allowed to share it with legal authority, and we are not allowed to share it with anyone else pretty much without the customer's permission.